My bad.
No, I'm live. I'm gonna do this show. I'm gonna do this show on this dude. I'm live. Okay. This dumbass football coach, man, say this dude is in court looking like a complete fool. And this DA ain't playing with him.
175. This is the people of the state of Michigan versus Sharon Banfield Moore. Mr. Simon. Appearances.
Your Honor. Afternoon, Katie Rizmersky, First Assistant Prosecutor for the Special Unit.
Your Honor, Joseph.
Stalking and misdemeanor entry without permission. Your Honor, we are asking for a $25,000 cash or surety bond in light of the fact that we cannot ask for you to deny bond. I get that he is a man of means, and so this is a bit of a nominal monetary ask, but quite frankly, it would be an ask that I would make for any defendant charged with these offenses before you. So what strikes me as perhaps more important in this scenario are conditions that I would like to ask for, because of course, as you know, Your Honor, you're ordered to surrender his passport. Judge, the reason, Your Honor, the reason we make those requests is in light of the factual scenario that gives rise to these charges. My best understanding from a thorough review of the police report and as much body-worn camera as I've had an opportunity to review is that I understand that our victim broke up. They had an intimate relationship for a number of years, defendant and victim, that our victim broke up with this defendant on Monday morning early.
She broke up with him on Monday morning after he got fired, or she got him fired. However, it all ties in.
That there continued to be defendant making numerous phone calls and sending numerous texts from that time moving forward that she did not answer, did not respond to, and did not want. That eventually she presented herself to the University of Michigan, cooperated in some form of investigation there.
She went to the University of Michigan and told, this man is a monster. She went to the University of Michigan and said, this black man is a monster. Let's go.
As we all now know, defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life.
He grabbed some scissors out of the woman's house. He barged in her house, went into the kitchen and grabbed some scissors. And he said, I'm going to take myself out now.
And a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life.
Remember, guys, he's talking to a woman with a box between her legs and saying she ruined his life. They have the ability to ruin your life. Now, you have to make good choices as well. You have to say, look, I'm a married man. I'm making money. Why am I dealing with this trick? How is she benefiting me? He gave the bitch a salary under him. Just trick.
And a series of very, very threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to call the police, and then he left. And so, Your Honor, while I understand that there isn't evidence to suggest that he directly threatened the victim with any of those implements that I've indicated, the totality of the behavior is highly threatening and highly intimidating.
The totality of his behavior is highly threatening and highly intimidating. To who, Prince? The woman that he paid, put on his salary, and was making love to. and had a great time with it and impregnated, and everything was hunky-dory. See how things change? You have any thoughts thus far, Pimp?
Idiot.
Come on, man.
She was terrorized, Your Honor. And in light of the totality of all of those circumstances, we consider the defendant to be a risk to public safety, a risk.
He went from being a Michigan football coach where he had nothing but people in the public around him, 80,000 people or more packed the big house, to a risk to public safety. Why, Prince? Because he's dealing with a box. The man has got a married woman at home. That's a whole nother story.
I think he could beat those charges, but he an idiot regardless.
Yeah. I definitely think it was more of a shame for him, especially the way he looked in there. Shame and embarrassment. Nobody's in the courtroom for him. Nobody.
I mean, why would you be? This nigga, man, come on.
Risk to public safety, a risk to this victim, and it is for those reasons that we are asking for those specific conditions. I am more than happy to answer any other questions that the court may have or give you further information, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Mr. Simon is the bottom.
Your Honor, let me start at the end where the people ended. In terms of risk to public safety, my client's 39 years old with zero prior criminal history, zero prior contact with the criminal justice system in any fashion. The threat to public safety argument by these charges, maybe that's the point, but there's no evidence to suggest that he's a threat to the public safety. The next thing is that the people referenced the court rule that I want to come back to, that you can't deny bond in a situation like this, and they referenced something else that I want to come back to, which is the fact that they reviewed thoroughly the police report, and they reviewed thoroughly the body cam.
So this is his lawyer trying to get him out.
But there are other measures to address them. For example, the request for a GPS tether.
They want to put a GPS tether on him. Why, Prince? Because he was getting some pussy. Be careful, guys. And that, if me, everybody, man, I had bullshit put on me, man.
Because he was paying for pussy. He wasn't getting some. She didn't want him. She wanted his money.
Great point. Great point. Y'all want to know why that's a great point? Let me show y'all why that's a great point. Because guess who came out? Guess who came out talking about this? The paying for pussy king, the $20 million man.
That's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do until you in it. Until you're in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm.
Yes, sir.
Until you in. Ocho, you and I have had conversations. So
yes,
I know. Mm-hmm. To be in that storm, and
Great.
to know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for.
Mm-hmm.
You feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Gone.
Yeah. And the only people that's gonna be there, is gonna be a select few. It's gonna be a select few. That's the hardest part.
Now remember, guys, like homie said, this is from when you're tricking, when you're paying for box. This is what it makes you look like. These are the things that you go through. Both of these brothers look the same. The one in the cell and this man that, had to pay the $20 million.
And just so everybody really understand, even when you on top of the world, it's only a few real people by your side in that moment anyway. You just ain't recognizing it because you think you bigger than everybody.
Wow. And it takes you tricking on some garbage box. Can't even get it for who you are. But you treat the people around you like crap for who you are. but you can't get the box for who you are, and it makes you put your head down in shame. Never be like that, guys.
If you gotta pay for it, it ain't worth it.
I mean, these bitches ain't shit. That is, you know
if it costs more than $40, it ain't worth it.
They put charges on everybody. They've bust my windows. They've done stuff, B. You know? And it's way worse for somebody like Shannon and Coach. They're paying the bitches. It's stupid.
Right. Boy, a college professor told me, he said the night has 1,000 eyes. And on most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you. Delilah.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
So we got your boy Shannon Sharpe. He's trying to give his 2 cents on how it is to be tricking and becoming the trick, for lack of better words, guys. I want y'all to see Shannon really, really get painful. Like he trying to say, yeah, y'all know I know about the story. You a trick.
It made a fool of us all though, at some point. It made a fool of us all.
Look at Shannon.
Point. Hey,
was arrested and things that the things escalated.
Damn.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey.
It's undefeated.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, you listen to clown niggas talk. This is ridiculous, man. That nigga said, yo, that hoo-ha is undefeated.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey.
It's undefeated.
Yeah.
Hello.
Think about Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
It made a fool of us all though, at some point.
Don't be trying to pull it up after you done already suffered the consequences. You're supposed to learn from the fucking story.
And he making all these stupid faces, really showing that pain. Yo, these niggas are crazy, my nigga. Think about it, son. If we had money like him, bitches wouldn't know how to be around us. You hear me? We had them bitches.
Man, if I had money like that, bro. If I had money like them, bro, I wouldn't want bitches around me, bro.
Word. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I all jokes aside, that's one thing I always criticize niggas with money for. I would be a passport, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I would go deal with where I ain't gotta deal with me. Dealing with a woman could cost me all my money. Okay, that's just stupid.
Especially here, especially in America, where the plot is, I can't get it myself, so I'm gonna get some man who can get it. That's the whole game.
No thanks. That is crazy.
On every aspect. If you in the streets, the bitches is getting money off of the men in the streets. If you a professional, the bitches is getting men off the professionals. Getting money off the men that's professionals. Like, so the whole game set up for you to lose if you ain't thinking about protecting your assets.
Right. I would always have, like Eddie Murphy told us back in the days, like I would go get a woman that didn't speak any English. Like, but I wouldn't even bring her back here. I would go do all my stuff over there. I mean, I wouldn't play these games, my nigga. I'm dead serious, B. I would not play these games, man. So you saying we should get it in overseas and just keep domestic affairs all business? Hell yeah. Son, when I was flying like that, I would Obviously, I got gladiators everywhere, but I would really go make sure I had a great time over there as far as my sexual sport, because I like to do my thing and try to turn bitches out or whatever. But when I'm back in the US, I'm all business, bro. I ain't even having no fun like that. You know what I mean? It's all business for me, but I would go have a great time. Do me. Wouldn't play this stupid game around here where I gotta pay some white whack ass bitch $20 million. Hell no. Yo, bitches put charges on me, bust my windows. I had to fight it back and all this other shit, and I ain't paying shit. They just mean people. So I couldn't imagine somebody had an up on me with money. I would be way more strict. Way more. Bitches ain't shit, my nigga. You know?
And they have the ability to use other men to try to hold you to some type of accountability. Because if the system wasn't set up for them to be able to do that, it would never pull it off.
Yo, let me tell y'all niggas something. This ain't even supposed to be about teaching, but do you know that some bitch you've been fucking forever, if you text her and she don't text you back, she could say you bothering her. And y'all could have just fucked the night before or 2 weeks before. Like, this shit is sick. You don't have to touch a bitch to have charges brought up on you. You don't have to do shit. You know, it's some weird shit going on, but that's not the case here. The case is we're watching ourselves. These niggas got money and they still let bitches win. How's that possible?
Because they can't control their little fucking head, bro. That's why.
No,
That's
but
how
you
it's
can
possible.
say, yo, sign this, do that. Do you consent to me recording you? You could have all the fun you want with bitches with that money. Fuck out of here. Oh, you don't want us to see the recording because she was putting the beads in your butt. Ah, right.
Only people who saying sign this and are players who already know that these bitches will come after you. But when you these niggas, they don't know these bitches. They think they got something genuine. They
That's
think
crazy.
because you breaking them off something big that
$20,000, right?
they ain't gonna want more.
That's
When that's all
crazy.
they do is want more.
Yeah, this shit right here was funny, man. This
Really have a strong disliking for. I wouldn't wish what I went through on them.
Look at this nigga.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
They just shutting up. They letting him talk.
Boy, it was some days that all I had was not you, Ocho, and Joe. My family. That was it.
This is what we got from the Michigan coach shit. Y'all gonna see people covering this later, but we covering it here first. This nigga's crazy.
Nobody else was there. All the phone calls, the people used to call and, hey, how you doing? What's up? Stopped.
Because remember, Shannon never opened up about this. He never said about all the pain that this stupid white bitch calls him, and I hate to use this shit, for putting beads in his butt. Like, come on, bro. You basically paid because you got beads put in your butt, and you didn't want to put the fucking video out on how, because, I mean, me, hey, Dad Naga, me, put the video out of me. I'm in there doing that bitch dirty. You hear me? Yeah, I'm not scared of no video coming out. He didn't want the video coming out because she was putting the beads in his butt.
Yeah, because he was compromising himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's probably even deeper than that.
I agree.
Be
I'm
honest.
just being nice with it because I don't like talking too filthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if it's me on video, put that video out. I don't got to pay $20 million because she could put the video out. Put that fucking video out, bitch. I ain't got a damn thing to worry about. And he don't want to talk about that part. So all this shit he's saying is bullshit. You hear me? Because he don't want to talk about, yo, but why you ain't want to let the video come out? bro, I ain't want people to see me in a sexual manner. The fuck does that mean? That would dispel all your gay shit.
That don't mean nothing because he put a video that he wanted out.
Come on.
Remember on the live, he let the live slip off for a second.
Right, that bullshit. Nobody
That bullshit,
buy that.
yeah.
I don't buy that. As a sexual professional, I don't buy it.
She it's a reason he paid her all the way off, bruh.
For real. Because once you say, like, all this shit that they're talking here and you don't want to talk about the tape, well, hold on. Hold on. Why you don't want to talk about the tape, my nigga? That's what's cost you the money. Come on, man. Now he gonna try to sit up here like he holier than thou. Hey, homie, Magical Family said, I've had NDAs and contracts with women, but they'll still try to destroy your reputation and crash burn your business. What you think about that?
He ain't lying because these bitches is hateful.
They ain't shit in
I
my
mean, and the end is to make sure even if they can't get nothing off of you, that you are ruined.
That's what they try to do to me. This chick. Like, well, they all try it, but she went there like, whoa. To where you can find out they can put stuff on you without you ever even touching them. That's why I know Shannon Sharpe, he's a clown. Because anything that you could fight for your innocence or release the tape so you don't got to pay the $20 million is bullshit to me. Like, come on, bro. I know I ain't did nothing to nobody. Or I know
Only niggas they ain't trying to tell on is street niggas.
Well, my case, I believe that these bitches, I'm gonna tell you how much of ain't shit I think bitches are. I believe this nasty. Well, I ain't gonna call names, but I believe this bitch was fucking an officer or something. Cause how could you like do? You know what I'm saying? Like these bitches are that cunning. They will fuck a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like these people, these bitches use their pussy for so many different things. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind, brother. And you say to yourself, why would a bitch want to do something to you, Prince? You poor. My point exactly. My point exactly. I ain't got shit. Why would a bitch want to do something to me? Because bitches ain't shit. So you can only imagine what a bitch would do something to, to a nigga with money. It make you look like Shannon.
I think that was besides that, yeah, it was embarrassing. But I think that was the toughest part. Is that people that you thought would always be in your corner, all of a sudden they weren't there. And I just remember my brother calling me every day, like, man, tell me a joke. Maybe like, hey, I know you got some story. Tell me what Papa used to do in this situation. What would Papa say? What would Granny say? What would this? He was always trying to pick me up. He said, nah, bro. He called Shelly. How's he doing today, Shelly? Like, he ain't doing good. He called. My sister called. Bucket called. I think the hardest thing was when Bucket called him crying. That was really the only time that I broke down because I'd never seen Bucket cry. I saw him cry one time when his brother got killed. We were in college. The only time I had seen Bucket cry. And when he cried, he broke down. Now I broke down.
So it's true, y'all. Shannon Sharpe cried over that white bitch. Cried. No, he cried over the 20 million. Whatever, nigga. Cried over that bitch, B. Never let a bitch put you in these positions, my nigga. Never. And it's difficult. Because you got to be mean and rough and all this stupid shit, and it shouldn't have to be that way. You know? So fucked up that you got to protect yourself, B. And you be fucking this bitch, and she be like, oh, I love you, Magical Family. I love you, HD Live. Shit is bullshit. And that's the fucked up part. Okay?
Man, I was like, bro. I said, homeboy, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. say there are better days on the horizon. We just got to weather the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you can't make this up, guys. You know, this is what it looks like when you out here tricking. You embarrassing me as a black man. Like, if we got money, bitches, no. You better bow down. But that ain't the way the black man does it in these new times. They let bitches punish them. Couldn't even get a bitch $50,000 to get rid of her. How's that possible?
Because he gave her too much to start with.
That's crazy. Come on, bro.
If you're going to be out here cheating on your wife, you better be sure that bitch like you.
I agree. But you see, from him and the Michigan guy, what did they do to try to make the bitch like them?
Hey, the wrong move. They don't like you. They like the money.
If your naked body and your success and who you are ain't good enough, what? So you should be saying, okay, I'm paying the bitch to be gone. Well, why she ain't gone?
Jerome, I can tell you, bro, you got to stand in it. You got to, I remember Mary Porter used to always tell us, and I didn't really understand because I'd really never gone through anything. She said, boy, everybody, they're either entering the storm, they're in the storm, or they're coming out of the storm. There's only 3 phases. Everybody's doing something. You in it, you coming in it, you slap dab in the smack it, in the middle of it, or you leaving it.
Damn.
Own it. Just damn. Someday you're like, man, am I gonna wake up? Is this a dream? Am I gonna wake up? Nah, bro, it's real. That's what Sharon is thinking right now, I guarantee you. Is this real? Did this really happen?
Did this really happen? I fucked a white bitch and she got me for $20 million. Why? Fuck you mean? You fucked the white bitch and she got you for. Why did she do that? You immediately supposed to say, yo, because I'm a clown, I'm a bozo.
Just like that.
Blink of an eye.
Just like that. Everything that you worked a lifetime for. All these bricks that you stop, that you, what is that, Jenga? Where you, you try to pull one out and don't topple down, and you know.
This nigga here, me.
Start stacking all back over again.
This is what it sounds like when you a trick ass nigga, and I hate to say it, but you get your ass played with by a white bitch. You pay the bitch $20 million, and you just like you. That's the prison that you're in. What you did to yourself, and it allows any grown man to put his head down in shame.
Thing. She said, boy, everybody, they're either entering the storm, they're in the storm, or they're coming out of the storm.
Talk to your healthcare professional about.
Yeah, man. So, you know, this shit is horrible, homie. You have to be aware of what's happening around you.
Yeah, you're not going to steal. You know, klepto just can't help it, but some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff in darkness because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing while you creep. Most times when the creeping take place? At night. Boy, a college professor told me, he said the night has 1,000 eyes. And on most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
There you go. He know all the sayings, right, y'all? He know all the sayings.
Why you have that much money and you got to creep? That don't make any sense.
That we talked about it. It's the butt beads and stuff like that. That's the only logical reason. You just said it yourself. It makes no sense as a heterosexual male. It don't.
That's how you know just because you got money don't mean you a high value, upstanding alpha.
Facts. Look at this nigga. He looks like a fucking clown. Like that. Like, you telling me you can't deal with bitches in a serious way that benefits you? You're a clown. We talk about millionaire niggas here. I put that pressure on regular niggas, but we actually talk about millionaires.
Your name, please. Sir, you are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance that is not prescribed to you. You are not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon.
Listen to all the don'ts because of some pussy.
You are not to engage in criminal conduct of any kind whatsoever. You may not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Prior to your release,
The man was just on TV more than anybody in the state of Michigan.
Now he sound like he got caught with some dope.
to be placed on a GPS tether. You will not be released before that GPS tether is placed upon you.
You will not be released until they can put that ankle bracelet on you. And they could take however amount of time that they want to get that to you. This is when you need a paid lawyer. You understand?
Prior to your release, you will be placed on a GPS tether. You will not be released before that GPS tether is placed upon you. You must continue all mental health treatment.
Wow.
As a condition of your bond. The named victim in this case will not be placed on the record. You may not have contact with that individual. That means no calling, no writing, no video chatting, no texting, no emailing, or any other form of contact the human mind can possibly fathom. No one in the world thinks that this person is going to reach out to you. Should they do so? And again, no one thinks that they're going to. You may not reply in any form or fashion.
Excuse me.
The named victim's address will not be placed on the record. You may not go to that location for any reason whatsoever. Are we understood on the no contact and no go-to, sir? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any questions?
That's how they make black men. Now, this is what happened from slavery, guys. I know it's his fault and everything, but this is how they would make us look weak. Then they did it in the drug era. We was getting like 10 years for 5 cracks. You know? Making us look like this, taking us off the streets. You know? Yes, our fault. Don't forget that part. But these are good ways where they could show you, we put you in your nigga place.
About that. You have a good attorney, simply ask them. You understand?
The man was just a football coach. Look at him now. Look like any of us could take him, right? Man, acting all scared.
Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000 cash.
$25,000 bail. You're not gonna get the rest of your football contract because they, you got fired under fucked up terms. The woman cost this man millions.
Surety, as requested by the prosecution's office.
I hope you save some of that money.
Hope you save some of that money, player. Because you are a clown. I heard he got daughters. Good thing you ain't got no sons because you a meatball.
Innocence or guilt, this court determines flight risk and community safety. The court finds with these conditions in place, it has been met.
Community safety. He done had all these people's children in his presence. That man is not a risk to the community. Come on.
Mr. Simon, we are setting probable cause conference at this time for January 8th due to the holidays and scheduling. Is that a good court date?
HD Live. HD Live said that's why you got to treat every interaction with a woman as a one-night stand. It's bad. It's bad. You got to protect yourself.
Date for you.
Your Honor, my client will waive his right to
Oh, that's who that is. That's HD Live. What up, HD Live?
Yeah, that's HD Live. And I guess I need to do a separate show, but I want like you. So you heard they released some Epstein stuff, right? Huh?
I ain't hip. I get my news through you.
Now, here's the trick. They released the Epstein stuff, right? And everybody going to talk about Trump. I want to talk about who you think is in the Epstein files that I want to talk about that you heard already. Is it multiple choice is too easy? Is it Bill
Clinton?
No. Bill Gates. I want Bill Gates to be the one to be led out as the fucking freak of the week. See, because they trying to put it on Trump and bypass Bill Gates. Watch this shit. They got Bill
you ain't about to they ain't about to find what they think they're gonna find on Trump.
Right.
They're gonna find out about his money.
And they got Woody Allen in there. Hold on. Because they got these condoms. They be promoting Trump in some weird ways. They got these condoms that Trump had. These people are sick, yo. They promote Trump in the weirdest ways. Hold on, man. I want you to show you what they did with the condom. I think Ticket TV got it. Here it is.
Of America.
That's what's up, HD Live.
Whoa, nigga said he work at Amazon Lower Manhattan. Wow, that's serious.
I know. Run me my merchandise.
That's serious down there in Manhattan. That's not a game. I ain't gonna lie, especially in the holiday season. So Trump got these condoms that they release as Epstein files. Why would you do this? You're promoting the man. I don't get it. And then they got your boy Bill Gates up in here. And Woody Allen. But everybody's infatuated with the Trump condom. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, so what they saying? Cause Trump condoms was there, he was there?
I guess so. I mean, I just think that they promote the fuck out of the nigga.
What NWA
Those include
NWA said all publicity is good publicity.
Richard Branson and, of course, most politically germanely, President Donald Trump. We can see on these pictures, one image released today shows what appears to be a bowl of novelty condoms with a caricature of Trump's face. A bowl has a sign on it saying Trump condom $4.50, each condom bearing an image of Trump's face with the text, "I'm huge." Another shows Trump with 6 women with whose faces have been redacted by the committee. They've just released a new tranche, a new batch of photos.
See how they not talking about Bill Gates? Bill Gates he's heavy in there.
now team to go through it all.
One point that some
maybe were sent to
related to them in text. What context were they sent in? When were they sent? A lot of the details that right now are non-existent. And
Woody Allen, like, why they ain't going after all these niggas? Look, oh, that's
on
Woody
their
Allen.
own investigation.
Ali Vitale,
You know
thank
Bill
you
Clinton
for
was
breaking
coming
all
out.
of that down for us. Lisa,
Here's
these
Bill
are
Gates
really
right
high
here.
profile. Is in fact this release. Very careful to
There we go, Bill Gates. The Epstein, and nigga, you know these freaky ass whites, my nigga.
say to the committee, we are giving you something like 95,000 images, and we want your every assurance that you are going to take ultimate care to protect the survivors here who do not deserve to be further shamed, bullied, or endangered by the release of these materials.
Once again, guys, on the count of pussy. I don't know when you niggas gonna see it. It happens to all of us at one point in time. Pussy try to fuck us over in life. You know? Yes, victim women, yes, we understand. But they with Bill Gates in them. Come on now.
We don't know the context of the image, but it is pretty stunning and jarring, really, to look at it. You can just see it there briefly. What's the effect on your clients this morning seeing images like this?
It's disturbing. Certainly, they are pleased that there's been more information and more exposure. And the more that is released, the more transparency about what is in these files and who is in these files, the better for the survivors. That's what they've been advocating for years now at this point. But it is disturbing, and it's also pretty much like everything that's been released so far. It just begs for more release, right? Every single thing we've seen has been sort of cryptic. It's lacked context.
Right. They playing with these people. He's right about that. Look, how is Trump so Trump had condoms there. So what does that mean? Well, he was doing the girls there. That's the only story you can try to make up.
But who's to say Trump had condoms there? They was on sale for $4.50.
Right.
Somebody had some Trump condoms there.
Right.
The House Oversight Committee just released 19 photos. It's part of a 95,000 photo dump that they.
That's why I was saying they're actually promoting him. So condoms are there, but guess what y'all got associated with Trump? Eggplant description.
Say they got late last night, Thursday night. They say they've gone through about 25,000 of them. Let's talk a little bit about who's in the photos first.
No bitches is hating on Melania. Trump pounding Melania out.
Of course, there's President Trump. These are some older photos that he's in. We know the two were friends in New York. They obviously both have places in West Palm Beach. These photos are coming directly from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. This photo of President Trump is with a woman who we don't know. Her face has been redacted by the committee. There's also a photo here of former President Bill Clinton from his estate. Here's Epstein with Woody Allen. There are also multiple photos that have Steve Bannon in them, including this mirror selfie. And then there's this photo of Steve Bannon speaking to Jeffrey Epstein at his desk. But if you can see right there, there's a framed photo. Look at what it is when you zoom in. It appears to be a female. It looks like she might be on a bed, but her face has been redacted. Here's more from the Epstein estate of Bill Gates and Andrew, formerly Prince Andrew, as well as many photos of other powerful men, including Richard Branson. But it's very important that we add context to this because there is a lot missing from here. They are a range of dates. You can see Donald Trump is very young in some of these photos. We do not know who took these, where they were taken, when they were taken, whether there were underage girls there or not. So these photos do not criminally implicate anybody in them. They don't.
You're right. They playing with the people. You understand? At the same time promoting Trump. It's the weirdest shit. Yo, these Democrats are sick, pimp.
They ain't sick, they calculated.
I guess, man. It's damn sure some bullshit. Shit is crazy. You put out.
If they get y'all, like, if they get people talking about all of this bullshit, then people will never ask them real questions, bro.
Right.
That's all it's about.
Crazy. It's funny because the public really wants these files.
The public can want the files and the photos, but they ain't really ready for what's happening, bro. The public ain't ready for what's really going on. It's deeper than just some pedophile shit, and they ain't about to show y'all the real pedophile photos. It's like real photos of them doing debaucherous things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's not what you gonna get.
That is crazy. I don't know, man. I be trying to get into the Epstein files, but damn, I pushed the wrong button. You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
All right, yeah, I had to reset the whole damn thing. Yeah, so the moral of the story is, like, this pussy is something else around here in America, guys. Okay?
And women on Epstein's properties, photos that we have never seen from parties that...
Today is one of these cases, a judge granting a motion to release sensitive Epstein records, specifically to unseal what are grand jury records in the Ghislaine Maxwell case. Now that mirrors...
Donald Trump with pictures of Jeffrey Epstein at parties, Donald Trump with women, their faces redacted at the Jeffrey Epstein party. There are so many images that are just disturbing of Donald Trump and potential...
What the fuck is disturbing?
Victims of Epstein, potential victims of Donald Trump. You also see here this photo of the Trump condom at an Epstein party, presumably. I don't really think that this is accurate if we're talking about size here.
But see how he had to say presumably, because they don't know where it's at. So they literally making stuff up for you to wonder, so you're not asking real questions about what's going on in the Democrat Party itself.
That shit is crazy. This is wild.
But this is the level of relationship that Trump and Epstein had. Now, of course, because Robert Garcia and the Democrats who have been fighting for transparency on Donald Trump's Epstein cover-up actually care about these victims and protecting them and their identities and their stories. There are so...
This is what happened to America, man. Niggas like this is chasing Epstein files. He got a 1.3 million followers. Shit is wild. Like, these people, I don't know if they're into it for I don't know what they into this shit for.
Welcome to the close-up. One look, one gesture. Merci beaucoup. And suddenly you're inside the scene. When you feel like the only one.
These people, they get heavy commercials on their shit, pimp.
Secrets of Jeffrey Epstein remain tightly guarded, but earlier this year, I spearheaded a wired investigation that uncovered the data of almost 200 mobile phones belonging to visitors to his infamous pedophile island. The data was so precise, we were able to map the paths of these visitors to within centimeters, including their neighborhoods, buildings of origins, and the paths they took to get to the island.
You see what I'm saying? They really care about this shit. You understand?
Let's see Trump's cell phone.
True. That's true.
Well, it's here. Little St. James is a private island that is part of the U.S. Virgin Islands, an unincorporated territory, including the enigmatic Hilton hotels and luxury resorts, including the Ritz-Carlton S-76, which you home. The near intelligence data we uncovered pinpoints 166 locations throughout the United States in 80 cities across 26 states. Topping the list were Florida, Massachusetts, Texas, Michigan, and New York. The data points are labeled as common evening locations or common from Trump Tower in New York City. Before you jump to conclusions, some sources have highlighted interactions between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein at social events. But after Epstein's 2008 conviction, there are no verified reports of Trump maintaining a relationship with a convicted pedophile. Take a look at this point over here in New Mexico. This is a property that was owned by Epstein, a secluded 8,000-acre ranch. Another property of Epstein's is seen over here on El Brio Way in Palm Beach, Florida. This waterfront mansion was sold, demolished, and is now being rebuilt. But it was where prosecutors claimed Epstein trafficked numerous underage girls with the intention of molesting and abusing them. But we don't just see the coordinates of wealthy homes amongst the data. The median household income of Palm Beach is more than twice that of nearby communities where we also see data points. Some of these points could represent victims or employees who worked on the island, which is why we're careful about revealing names and continue to carefully analyze the data.
So he ain't gonna tell the Trump stuff. That was what he was basically saying. But that's how it is out here, guys.
And they also said that after Epstein was convicted, they can't even correlate Trump being around none of that shit after the conviction.
I believe these niggas. Like, they seem to be dead serious with what they're doing. They got 12 million subs. They seem to be dead serious. I mean, I don't even know if I could be that dead serious. That shit crazy.
If we zoom out more, we notice something strange. There are no data points anywhere in Europe. Does this mean it was strictly Americans visiting Jeffrey Epstein on his island? No. We do see data points from the cache identifying origin cities in Australia, the Cayman Islands, and way over here in Kyiv in Ukraine. We know that Epstein himself had a place in Paris. And we know from victim testimony and flight logs that his associate, Jean-Luc Brunel, owner of a modeling agency in Paris, did visit the island. So why don't we see these data points? One possibility could be Europe's extensive privacy laws. Considered the strongest privacy and security law in the world, the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, gives Europeans robust rights to their personal data, even outside of Europe. Under comparatively lax US privacy laws, Near Intelligence was able to source its location data for this precision surveillance. To explain how this data might have been collected in the first place, we need to talk about the world of digital advertising and data brokers. The reason you get a targeted ad displayed on an app or a website is because apps on your phone have been transmitting information about you to ad exchanges and real-time bidding platforms. That information often includes your location data. Data brokers like Near Intelligence extract, repackage, analyze, and sell the data from these ad platforms. In fact, according to internal company documents from 2019, Near Intelligence, which has roots in Singapore and Bengaluru, India, claimed to have information on around 1.6 billion people in 44 countries. They offer a platform for searching that allows their clients to query their vast dataset by drawing a box around a specific area like Little St. James. Near then provides insights about the devices it observed within the selected area. We don't know who or why someone searched Epstein Island, but the reports and maps they created were sitting unprotected and totally searchable as publicly accessible code. And that's where we found them. And those aren't the only Near Intelligence datasets that we found. Google's web crawlers were able to locate at least 2 other reports, one geofencing the Westfield Mall in the Netherlands, and another targeting a park in El Paso, Texas. This is data unrelated to our investigation about Epstein Island, but it shows how unsafe personal data can be. In some cases, it's just a Google search away. So pro tip, if you don't want your personal data swimming around in the murky waters of programmatic advertising, make sure you limit ad tracking on your phone, disable location services and third-party cookies, and use an ad blocker. So what happened?
God damn. They got us, King. They got us, man. You know? Shit is sick, bro. We'd have never thought we'd have grown up into this type of shit, huh? Hey. Better live right, because they can track your ass down. You know? Every day they're trying to find new shit to track your ass down in the snap of a finger. Hey. But they never could seem to track the children that's missing, and you know what I mean. They never could seem to track. Well, these criminals are good too, though.
I think you said it right the first time, but they can never seem to track. They can catch who they want to catch, but they can't catch the crazy people. Oh, come on, bro. You know what it is.
Why?
You know, everybody acted shocked when they found out that Frank Lucas had a government connect bringing his drugs over.
Right.
But nobody want to listen when when the fake character in New Jack City told you the same story. When Nino Brown said, "We don't own no jets or no planes."
Right. I remember that.
You know, they went to Afghanistan because the opium was being burned by the Taliban, and they couldn't have their supply being burned up by the people who lived there.
Dang. That's why I kind of like stay away from the stuff, because it's way greater than I could imagine, you know? Crazy.
Yeah, because Epstein was a CIA operative, high level. So if they really expose him, they're gonna expose what they're into. And they're into human trafficking, selling drugs. Barry Seal was flying drugs for the CIA. Come on now.
Hey. Hey. Not good, pimp.
Mena, Arkansas, where they was dumping all that, dropping them packs of all that cocaine, and them kids got killed. And while Clinton was the daggone governor of Arkansas or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and all of that stuff got buried. This documentaries from regular people talking about that stuff. You know, it's Ted. Well, I forget his name. I think is it Gutherson or something like that. He was an ex FBI director or whatever, and he was talking about how the satanic worship and the child trafficking was all part of the government back in the early 90s, bro. So yeah, they ain't about to let you know what's really happening. They gonna try to spin it off on a situation that they don't want to happen, because another thing that's really taking place is you got different factions of the government who are at war with each other. You know what I mean? And you seeing that play out through the Republicans and the Democrats.
Wow. This is just some photos, I guess. Somebody put some photos up. Hold on, that's Piers Morgan? No. Bill Gates. This is wild, son. Prince Andrew. Dang. Woody Allen stayed on the building. Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, some Prince. Dang. Got the Pope John Paul, Elon Musk. Sheesh. Not good. Guess these whiteys, I don't know, like you say, that white on white power is crazy. TED Talks. That's who you was talking about?
Nah, Ted Gutherson was a FBI agent. I think that's his name. Not Ted. They ain't the same people. He was like the FBI director back in the 80s, early 90s, I believe.
And your boy Kevin Spacey.
Big pedophile, boy.
Right,
Kevin
right.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, right. Right.